We're going to go to Westminster next. Breaking news tonight on Greens leader Zach POLANSKI from the Met Police. John Craig is in Westminster for us. John, this all relates to an image that Zach POLANSKI retweeted, which has angered Reform.
And Mr Farage will not be happy about the outcome of the police investigation into this, because they have concluded that it does not constitute a criminal offence. What happened was that Mr POLANSKI on Monday, I think it was, reposted an image of a man in a T-shirt showing a guillotine and mentioning Mr Farage by name. Mr Farage was furious. He and his party called for a police investigation. In the Daily Mail today, Mr Farage wrote that Mr POLANSKI should face the consequences. We've just had a statement, however, from the Metropolitan Police saying it's unlikely the sharing of the image online would constitute a criminal offence. Steps were taken to remove the post from the account when the issue was raised. Goes on to say it would, an investigation, an extensive investigation was deemed to be would be disproportionate, not a reasonable use of police resources. Accordingly, no further action will be taken in relation to the sharing of the image online. It does say we have, however, determined a crime should be recorded in relation to the wearing of the T-shirt. And he talks about the event in Bristol and so on. We will consider what action. So it may well be that the man who was photographed wearing the T-shirt could be in trouble. However, Mr POLANSKI is not. In a statement, the Metropolitan Police has told Sky News this: "We absolutely understand the reaction to the image being shared online, particularly in the context of increasing threats towards politicians. We take the safety and security of those in public life, including politicians, very seriously. Where we identify threats, we take appropriate action, and where there is evidence of offences, we will investigate. While there'll be people who will argue that those who shared the image in this Instagram post should be subject to criminal action, our view has concluded that on this occasion, the threshold is not met. We have spoken with those impacted to explain that decision and to provide reassurance around our ongoing commitment to their security and the additional support available." We've just had an angry response from Reform UK. A spokesman has said, "Once again, we see that we are living in two-tier Britain. Zach POLANSKI is allowed to get away with inciting murder, while ordinary people up and down the country get a knock on the door making a joke online." Well, it's only, a couple of hours or so, perhaps 2 or 3 hours since Mr Farage gave an interview demanding action against Mr POLANSKI and saying he should face the consequences. This was Mr Farage speaking around about 4:30, 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, if people post on social media things that are racist or insightful, they nearly always get a knock at the door, charged, and that's right and proper. If we're going to have even, field on this, then POLANSKI, who is in a position of serious responsibility with a large number of followers, cannot put out on his social media the image that he did, my name, the guillotine, without some consequences. Now, look, we all get things wrong in life. We all make mistakes in life, and what we do afterwards is we apologise. Given that he refuses to apologise, I expect the Metropolitan Police to act.